public lobby broadcast here in GT Sport. I am joined by a bunch of lovely lads here tonight on our party here, and I'm sure we're gonna have an absolute blast. We're gonna in these Group 3 Mustangs, the Group 3 road car Mustangs, I should add. It came to my attention that someone is not running max weight. But now what is it, max weight? It's 1608 kilograms. I'm gonna set it just underneath that. Oh.
So close.
Yet so far. I've gone one. And of course the warm-up that we will be having now will in turn also be what's effectively qualifying for the first race, I guess, if it works how it's supposed to work. And of course the warm-up that we will be having now will in turn also be what's effectively qualifying for the first race, I guess. So there it is, all the prep work is done, and we're about ready to have a look into the qualifying times here. PFC San Diego, the Swiss driver, being adept, to say the least, at tackling two very similar left-handed corners. He's going around in a fast fashion. His quickest lap so far, a 15.3. Should that? I don't even think. It kept the times. Oh, thanks, Joe. We have the witty professor.
Up to date.
Always up to date. Evening, Piosco. Pleasure to have you along, and should you feel like it, you're more than welcome to hop in and join the racing. We'll be starting the races here in just about 10 minutes time. So we've got oh yeah, Maverick as well. Good evening to you. We've got a fair bunch of familiar faces here as we're watching Mr. Nilsemann. He's going around. Oh, actually, it just occurred to me that I might really just need those. Oh yeah, those. It just occurred to me that I need the driver names on top of the car to be able to get anything in here.
No idea who we are.
I'm gonna be completely lost if I don't. We've got Martin, we've got Dr. Hash as well. Look at the lovely livery here for Dr. Hash, number 51 car that is. A little flash of the lights. We got Smilehead joining us as well. And 8 cars on track at the moment. Aura, IO, and that flaming. Joe, did you have anything to do with that?
No. Hard to believe.
I am having a hard time believing that as well.
I think it might be a bit more than slightly on fire.
It is. It's engulfed. This car is indeed engulfed. Oh, Piosko, enjoy the pizza. Enjoy the pizza. Oh, so it kept the times. That's gonna put PFC San Diego well clear on pole position, it seems. Evening, Nilse, who's with us in chat as well. So far, Aura is at the head of the rest of the bunch, right in just in front of the witty professor himself. It's Nilseman fourth, Smilehead fifth, TSR Martin, and T5 in sixth and seventh at the moment, with the doctor himself in eighth, and evening to TSR, the official profile, be that Stick or Welsh, I actually don't know, but whoever it is of you, good evening. It's a pleasure to have you along. It shan't be too long. So I'm gonna do something here. We're gonna go on board with Dr. Hash for a guided lap of the Northern Ireland Speedway. As he comes into turn one, this banked left-hander keeps it up, then to the back straight there. Really important to get the good exit. Into turn two, another banked left-hander here. Really similar to turn one. Comes out there yet again and across the line. And that's a guided lap of Northern Ireland Speedway.
It's very detailed.
Evening Stick. Storm Pacer joining us as well. Oh, and Maverick on track here, as well as Halbstag. Oh, so drivers are joining in quickly, just in time. Not to miss a beep of the action here. The races are set up with tires and fuel times 5, which in turn means that that we will be seeing pit stops here. It will be necessary with at least one pit stop, and if you're not careful on your tires, well, it could go up to 2 pit stops even. And to anyone who's joined us here in the last couple of minutes, a warm welcome to you all to have the race go on for our first public lobby broadcast. Not something we've done before. I don't really know why, but it's just really hadn't stricken us, I guess, to be a thing to do with weekly league races and so on, special events and all that stuff. Plus what we do aside of GT Sport, which at the turn or at the time isn't much. But I'm sure it's going to be a fun one. I'm sure it's going to be a chaotic one, especially here at at Northern Ireland Speedway. And one thing I can really feel is that I'm really not much of an oval specialist either. I mean, I know it's all about the slipstream, even on a short track like this. This is, I suppose, also what would equate to a very technical oval with the very short straights, the short track diameter in turn, and some steep but also quite sharp turns. And I can tell you that it is not flat out, as I think T5 shows, by wrecking into the outside wall there. Aura still the one getting closest to the time set by PFC San Diego when the car was lighter. And then it's Joe of the Fire, Nilseman, Smilehead. It's Martin, Dr. Hash, T5, and behind there it's Halbstag and Maverick. We've got 10 cars lined up. And got VMAX Racer. I'm just gonna tell him we're starting in 4 minutes, and the format is gonna be quite simple. We're gonna be doing 15 minutes of racing here, then it's gonna be right on to the next race from the Broadbean Raceway with 15 minutes there as well. It's gonna be reverse grid order from the way we finish here, and last but not least from these cars, it's gonna be 15 minutes at the Blue Moon Bay Speedway. Nilse is improving, but by 8 thousandths of a second. I guess that is an improvement after all here, given that he's 15 thousandths of a second down on Joe of the Fire. So that's it's not much more he needs to pull out, although he's pitting in here. And evening, Jimmy. I guess it's still Jimmy today. There is space in the lobby as Wake just about makes it into the lobby as well. Or just about. 3 minutes still till the start signal. So yeah, Jimmy. For all you confused chat readers out there, Jimmy is Alex and Alex is Jimmy. And at times, they're both Yimmy. What can I say? He's a lovely fella. And of course, always more than welcome. Matt Meneer, you are more than welcome, of course. That goes for everyone watching. Although we will be starting in 2 minutes, at least the first race. That doesn't mean that you can't join for the next one in the line. So what's up, chat guys? What's happening?
Yeah, we're here.
You're still there? All of you. I was just summoning my jumping blue heads on screen.
Seem to drive fast. But now Wake's jumped up to third.
Oh, Wake.
Everyone's still at the correct weights here.
I would believe so, because I've put the weight.
I thought you changed it, yeah.
I'm quite sure I did change it. Let's just see, 1605 kilograms all the way down. Yep. So VMAX Racer is back. Oh, and Stick saying that he's gonna join as well. Oh, he's gonna be a hefty fella to race. I know the racecraft and the crafty nature of TSR Stick. It's not an opponent to be taken lightly around a racetrack. One of the more difficult gentlemen to get past. And evening, Will. But it also sounds relaxing what you're doing already, so I really can't blame you. But of course, cheers and thanks for tuning in anyways. And with that said, at the half-hour mark, it is time to get the first round of racing underway. Martminier, you will have to hop into the public lobbies, and then I suppose you're friends with Martin. If you're friends with any of the guys in the lobby already, you can just select the show lobby with friends only. Otherwise, you can send me a friend request DirtenDK. That is DirtenDK. You can send me a friend request. I will do my best to accept it right away, and then you'll be able to see the lobby. So, 8:30 Central European Time means it's time to get proceedings underway. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting right about now. Now the question is there anything I can do to start the race while I'm still spectating?
Don't think there is.
I don't think...
Start.
Whatsoever, CJ.
Hey CJ, welcome to the party. Anyways, we're starting now. So guys, enjoy it. Have a good run. Or I can just jump.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
It's
I'm not in yet.
Did you miss it?
Good luck, guys.
I just got on.
Oh, CJ, you just got on. Sorry, but I.
Join the room right as you started as well.
Yeah.
Until we just start. Jesus Christ. Damn it, Dirten.
And so we have the starting procedure, the flying start, the rolling start, or as it'd be if you're playing Daytona USA, that'd be a song with an intro going something like Rolling Start. But I will not sing any more of that just for the sake of all you people. 3, 2, 1, it's green. VMAX Racer, the last to join. Halbstack second is T5. So it's of course a reverse grid order. And that means the Swiss driver who put in a fast time really got the whammy there. He's in last position. 15 minutes of oval action is underway. And it seems like everybody's gotten cleanly away. There's a big battle down at the bottom of the field here around 10th position. That's Wake CU, that's Aura and PFC San Diego. And Aura right on the tail of Joe of the Fire as they're riding so close to that outside wall. VMAX Racer having gotten very close, cleanly flying away there. Halbstack almost a second down. He's got the Swedish survivor in his slipstream. He might get a run here, but a bit too far back. We have to get very close there. I think it's Nilseman up the inside of TSR Martin in the battle for 7th position. As they're too wide, Nilse having to concede though. Martin being tough on him there as we go on board with what is the ducktail cam. Can't call it the wang cam, so we won't. TSR Martin trying to keep the young German behind him at bay. Just see
Martin
the number.
is warp speeding for me.
Martin might be warp speeding a little bit. I see a little bit of lag. It's not that bad. Of course, just as I say that, Martin is beginning to warp speed a little bit more than he was right before. And Will, I meant to answer you before, but then we had the racing getting underway. But I will be investing in PC capture card and all that stuff to give the production value of the channel that extra boost. Because it's really needed, and it would, it'd really help as I said, the production quality. So it's nothing that I'm not aware of, but look at the battling now here at Smilehead, Halbstack, side by side. A big bunch of cars here, too wide. Heard a little bit of contact there in the background of Halbstack. Dr. Hash looking to go up the inside, but it's Smilehead who's on the outside here. But he's keeping the speed. It is so that the outside line is a little bit faster, though, if you don't make contact. And that's exactly what Smilehead did here. Let's have another look at what happened. Because we're on board. And having a look behind, both Dr. Hash and Halbstack on the inside trying to squeeze, and he hits, and then he gets squeezed, and that just sucks all the energy. Oh, someone just got whacked. Someone just got whacked big time. That's Maverick. That's VLX Maverick. So from one replay to another, we're going to be catching... Oh, wrecking big time there. Somebody just went right through him, even though he didn't even ghost. Oh, that's a big wreck for Maverick, who's pinning in right about now. VMAX Racer. Oh, that was a shunt in the background just as I'm not looking, but VMAX Racer is doing a brilliant job. Just as we're really tuning into him, he makes a mistake. He scrapes that outside wall, and it's T5 Black, the Swedish survivor, coming from second position. He's gonna have to run at P1 now with the Halbstag in third. Here he goes up the inside. It's T5, and he's taking over the lead, at least for now. I think VMAX Racer will have to concede, and he does there. Brilliant stuff from T5, the TSR signee that's done a great job here as of late. And so really goes for the entire new TSR team. It's taken the step from being, let's say, just in quotation marks, a community, albeit a great little one, to being an actual team. And competitive right from the off. Here is Smilehead battling with another one of the TSR boys. It's, of course, Martin. He's holding on to 5th position at the moment. Nilsson is right behind there. And now Halbstag's gonna have a go at VMAX Racer up the inside. There's another scrape up the wall with a gold-plated German down now into 3rd position. Evening Cliche. And thanks for your compliments on my English. Will, I don't get to practice it a lot. Look at T5 now up by a second here. Oh, there's a big battle in behind. Martin up the inside. There he's overtaking Smilehead. Nilsson getting caught in behind. And the witty professor is all on his own in 7th. Down in 8th, it's Aura. Then Wake CU in 9th. It's San Diego 10th. With Maverick in 11th position. And Dr. Hash down in 12th. Hash must have had some kind of bad luck. Hash,
no,
what
he
happened?
pitted.
Oh, he pitted. Oh, of course. Thanks, CJ. Of course, we have a spotter. An excellent one indeed. Oh, that was a big wreck. Oh, they reckon indeed. Huge wreck here on the exit of turn 2. That's Martin, VMAX Racer, Smilehead. We will need another look at that. And I think there's that little bit of contact between Martin and one of the other ones there. That was a huge shunt. That was a huge shunt indeed. Let's have a look from the onboard perspective of TSR Martin, the ducktail cam. Oh, he just gets tapped there and then he gets... Oh, I don't know how that physics, absolutely strange physics that apply there. But poor luck indeed. Now that leaves Joe of the Fire leading as there's a pit round. The leader is pitting now. And that means that it's T5, Wake, Halbstag, Nilse, and a lot of other guys here as we have VMAX Racer having quitted. He's out. Joe of the Fire now leading. Aura in 2nd, it's San Diego 3rd, Smilehead is in 4th with Dr. Hash in 5th position, Maverick 6th, it's Halbstag 7th, it's T5 in 8th with Martin 9, it's Nilse in 10th, and then Wake CU in 11th position having just pitted. Oh, that's poor luck. Sorry to hear that, Jimmy. Joe of the Fire with 9/10 of a second down to Aura, so he's just outside slipstream range. More of a gap down here. Oh, and there's a good battle going on further down the order. Let's try to catch it. It's the 2 T5 boys. I think Martin just got ahead of T5 there. They've just
has front bumper damage, by the way.
I think we're running light damage.
Yeah, I know. Just mentioned it because he was a little bit slower than usual.
Oh, yeah, okay. So he must have had a little bit of a knock there. It's Aura now pitting in alongside San Diego and Smilehead. They've been staying out for a long time, really stretching that first stint. But in turn, we're only just over half the race gone marker here, or the half the race gone marker, and that means that they might have timed it absolutely to perfection. Here's Joe of the Fire pitting in as well, doing so from leading position. Let's see where he will be coming out. Dr. Hash, after his early pit stop, I have to think, is he going to be able to have to pit twice? He might just... So let's see where the witty professor is going to rejoin the track. Evening to Shota as well. So running order, I think with pretty much everyone having pitted in once now. It's Aura leading Dr. Hash, Halbstack, Maverick, Martin, Nilseman, T5, and Joe of the Fire here who have Maverick pitting in. So that proves me very wrong indeed. Although I think we had Maverick in for an early stop. This might be stop number 2 out of 2 necessary for him. Sure, so there is no investigation here. Now Hash pitting in from 3rd position as well. And that's going to leave Martin, Nilse, and T5, and basically the rest of the pack through. And Cliche, you're more than welcome to jump in if you have the time. Now it's Aura leading Halbstack. And a little bit of spread for the first time, really. And as I say that, it's still quite close between Martin and Nilse. Half a second there, and then further down it's still really close, actually. With a T5 lapping Maverick now. The same goes for Dr. Hash, also being lapped at the moment. Or is he unlapping himself? Well, that's a good question in the end. And certainly not really one that I will be able to answer here, as T5 has contact with the wall, and that's going to help Joe of the Fire catch up big time. And he might be able just to get a run on the Swede in front now. Still a little too far back. So difficult it seems to keep the car clear of that outside wall. Well, Aura here, who's now leading the race, he was one of the fastest in practice, and I think he's showing it. It's Halbstack now second. And look at the gap. It's actually decreasing at the moment. I think Aura just... he must have made some kind of mistake. Or Halbstack could just be on fresher tires. And that could be it.
Tires have worse wear, by the way. And he has more fuel, so he should have been slower.
Halbstack should be slower. He's still gaining, it seems. As I say that, he starts losing time, evening to Rabbit Gator as well. Evening to everyone else. To everyone I have missed to mention. I'm sorry. If it's happened, I'm not sure. I don't think so, actually. But anyways, has it happened? Then I do apologize. So Halbstack... oh, he is gaining, though. He's getting closer and closer. And the bunch is also bunching up in between now, with Nilseman getting very close to Martin. He might just try to have a lunge there. I think Maverick feels slightly blocked off here as Martin has a little bit of contact. And that's going to allow Nilse through. And that's exactly what it did. But in turn, Martin's going to go right back up the inside in the battle for 3rd position. And these guys are by no means out of it yet, just a couple of seconds down.
Look at all these mad boys racing.
Yeah, it's really close, CJ, it's true. Joe of the Fire now gaining 4th position from Martin. Did he make a little bit of a mistake as Nilse is pitting in? Martin, no, that's T5, I'm sorry, is pitting in as well. So that's the 2nd stop for both of those guys. That means Joe of the Fire is now cruising along. Martin is close to him. I think Martin will be on that 1 stopper as well. Still just trying to get around Maverick. The traffic situation really, really difficult here.
Oh, his tires are shot.
Martin's tires is dying. How much are they dying? Oh, they're really dying indeed. And he's not gonna have enough fuel, I think. He's just gonna... I think he does actually have enough fuel to complete the race. Oh, someone's wrecking in behind. Man, that was Nielsen, man. Nielsen in last position now, wrecking there. Let's have a look. On his outlap. That might be a little too far back. Oh, it was Wake CU in front, actually, who wrecked, and Nielsen getting caught up in it. Halbstack pitting in now. Joe of the Fire going for the lead. And how is... Oh, don't touch the controller. Joe of the Fire going for the lead. How did Aura lose that much speed all of a sudden? Is he having to fuel save?
Fuel. Yes, he has to save fuel.
No, he's fuel saving. So Joe of the Fire, it's late, it's great with just seconds remaining of the race. Of course, Martin Manera can most certainly accept your request very quickly. Now my PS is of course making it a slow process. But there it is, Aura pitting in. Oh, pitting in with 20 seconds of racing left. That's really gonna ruin his game plan. And it's all gonna work out great for Martin in the end, who's running second position. 1.9 seconds ahead of Dan San Diego.
Martin ran out of fuel.
Oh, Martin's out of fuel! Martin is out of fuel! Oh, the drama is real! And we have seen absolutely nothing yet. TSR Martin, as all the other drivers are going across the line, he's gonna be rolling across here. He's still got half a lap to do. He's gonna do it at 80k an hour. How fast? Oh, he's gonna be dropping as far down as possible for him. Down to 6th position. Oh my god. Martin. Makes you wonder if he failed maths.
He probably did.
You missed it by not a lot. 10-15 seconds. That is excusable. All of a sudden I'm not seeing Joe's livery here, but I am seeing it in the race, so that's all that matters. Alright, great. Good racing, guys. That's what we're gonna do. I decide.
It's Dibleman Bay this time.
My cursor is invisible.
No, we're gonna do Broadbean first.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna do early morning Broadbean. Here we go.
Does Wake know we're in a party?
Does Wake know we're in a party? That's a... no, he doesn't. Can you guys invite Wake to the party, or is it only me who can do that?
If it's private, no, I believe I can.
I think you can suggest.
But if it's private, then you only have to invite him. I can only just suggest them.
Okay, I'm gonna send him an invite right away. I'm gonna keep it to guys who are in the lobby. Is Apple in the lobby? It's a full lobby. My life is successful. I can now retire a happy man. Yeah. So we're gonna be starting right away with the next race.
My strategy for the last race was just run fuel mix 6 all race.
Well, hello, Wake.
Just try to be a little bit quiet during the race, as Dirten will have to do his Murray Walker commentary.
Why is this car so sliding?
I don't think I have the talents of either of those two legendary gentlemen. I think I pale in comparison. But I appreciate them anyways.
Only time will tell.
That's true, Ash. That is true. This is a horrible track indeed. Isn't it oval? Not at all, but it is sort of close to it. we'll... It's a heart shape. It's true. It's like a heart that works better in one side than the other. It's like a sick heart. It's like a sick.
It's like a swan heart. That's what it is.
A swan heart is bigger than the other side. Yeah.
Right.
Also, I believe the echo is kind of gone on the live stream now that I hear it.
There is no echo. We don't have any echo. It's a pleasure.
It's because I'm on the other headset.
Oh yeah, of course. Joe actually has a...
Hey, you're a little bit quiet.
So I can stand off as loud as it could be. Let me have a look.
I can barely understand you. You're a little bit quiet.
Let me check.
I don't think there's a lot Joe can do. I think he's been through this before, to be honest. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going forth with race 2 of what we have in store for you tonight. And I can't find the starting soon one, so just going to go ahead and start since everyone's on track anyways. And as I mentioned before, it's gonna be a reverse grid order, so I've done... I'm doing mine to make sure that you're gonna be having a tough time. Nobody's gonna be escaping off the front easily.
Good luck, guys. Have fun.
Good luck, have fun. Here we have it, the grid order. TSR Stick on pole position in front of Axel. Then it's CJ, T5 Black, Nilse, Dr. Hash. It's VLX Maverick in front of Aura, then Martin, Halbstærk, Wake CU, Smilehead, PFC San Diego, and in last place on the grid, winner from the last race, the Witty Professor, also known as the name on your screen here, Joe of the Fire.
Smilehead isn't moving.
Smilehead is moving now.
Gate is. See how stopped we were. We went down 4 miles an hour.
Oh, you're gonna be so far behind. What a horrible bit of luck. Thank you, PD. Rest in peace, guys. TSR Stick has gotten cleanly away in the lead. CJ there already moving up into second position as Axel got it wayward through there, and I was trying to pressure back. I don't think there's much to do though. Doesn't seem dialed like the grid in front. Behind those, it's T5 and Nilse in 4th and 5th. Then it's Maverick 6th, Dr. Hash in 7th, and Martin in 8th. And there's a big bus of cars in behind Maverick. It's position 6 through, well, 11 more or less here as Martin's gonna go up the inside of Dr. Hash through turn 2, and it kicks right, the only right-hander we're gonna be doing today is this small kink. And Martin, oh, what happened to Martin? He went from 5th down to, oh, of course he wasn't 5th before he was, but certainly lost out there. There's a big battle in front as well, in front here with Stick, Axel, Nilse, and T5 as well. What happened there? Because there was a lot of sliding about, and there might have been a little bit of contact. They almost went 4 wide into turn 1. That's impressive stuff, and it's just Axel outbreaking himself. I think it's going to be Stick conquering all there, but conquering all, saying that CJ is running away with this one at the moment. He's been left in a position where you shouldn't leave the Mad Creek because he's really fast. And at the moment, it's Axel blocking up everyone else, it seems. There's a big train forming in now behind Nilse. Let's go on board with Nilseman. As you see, Aura on the outside of T5. A lot of action in behind there with Maverick and Halbstærk. Halbstærk also looking to go through, and I think he does go through, and here comes Aura. Oh, almost contact there between T5 and Nilse having a huge shot. Oh, there's a big accident as T5 goes across the track, and oh my. Let's see if we can still catch it.
This truck never fails to deliver.
Just about can. Look at the carnage here, ladies and gentlemen. That was a big shunt indeed, as 2 cars went into the walls, and as CJ just mentioned, this track certainly never fails to deliver whatsoever here. The stick is still second. It's Axel in third with Aura in fourth. Oh, stick gets a huge slide on. I think that's gonna lose him. Second, if that's gonna lose him even more. VRS stick wrecking out completely in the last corner. Oh, I think that's gonna put him all the way down to last position. Look at that as he gets wide. Is it Aura? Does he even know? He just goes onto the flat bit there off the banking, gets unsettled. And that's stick down into a 13th position. Oh, CJ reckoned in the right-hand kink. CJ reckoned in the right-hand kink, and he lost a bunch load of time there as well. Just tapping that inside wall. Let's go on board with the Mad Greek, who was leading. I'm not sure he's going to be doing that still when we check back with him. Let's have a look here. In real life, should certainly be a caution here. He is in the lead, but Aura is right on his tail now. And Axel doing a pretty strong job of hanging on to the podium spots. He's still in third. Halbstag is in fourth with Martin fifth. It's Smilehead sixth. It's Nils seventh. It's Maverick in eighth position at the moment. Aura is defending from CJ, and he's doing well at the moment, but he also goes deep into turn one. CJ almost wrecks into the backside of him, but he stays clear and takes over the lead. And then in behind the leading threes now, Halbstag really close to Martin. And I think there's a little bit of a push there, as Halbstag tries to defend, but Martin just carries the speed around the outside. Brilliant one from Martin to take fourth position. Smilehead is in fifth. Nils is sixth. It's Smilehead is of course in sixth with Nils now seventh. Oh, and both Smilehead and Dr. Hash crashing out there in turn one, completely outbraking themselves. Both of them actually. Synchronous action there. It's like guys, what do you call those swimmers who swim synchronously? Synchronous swimming?
Synchronized swimming.
Synchronized swimming. It was like watching that as they both tapped the wall on the exit of turn one. Into the pit comes now. It's Smilehead, it's Stick, and Dr. Hash all pitting in. Here's Stick, and here is Hash. He's parked it, I think. CJ is leading, but he's close to Aura, as someone has company, but they're racing, so they're not able to go up and answer the door.
That's the phone. That's my phone.
Oh, it's the phone. It sounds like CJ's
the house phone. Whatever.
Confirmed. CJ's phone sounds like a ringing bell here as CJ and Aura both tap the outside wall. Axel is now pitting in. Same goes for T5. And after 6 minutes and 20 seconds of racing here, a little too soon to be pitting. It seems they will have to fuel save quite a bit to be able to one-stop this one.
Big crash, fifth and sixth.
Oh, that's Maverick.
It was Diego as well.
And Diego and Maverick forced to enter the pit. Let's have a look. We're watching Maverick and San Diego here on the replay. Oh, that's a big shot there between the two. Completely wipes out both of them. And as there's a big pit round now, after 7 minutes of racing with Aura, Joe of the Fire, CJ, and Halbstag all entering the pits. And those lazy mechanics getting out from the boxes. Now it's time to go to work. So what's it gonna be? It's Aura Well, of course, now San Diego also pitting in here. Axel overtakes the lead, or takes over the lead with Martin now third. Oh, I suppose that Axel takes over the lead. It's actually going to be really close. Or I think he's going to be out right in front. Same goes for CJ. They're going to be pretty much side by side on pit exit. And the Swede just squeezes past. CJ now on the outside with a lot more fuel, I suppose, as well. In turn, it's still Halbstack in 5th. It's Smilehead 6th. Wake, CU in 7th. And in front of these, there's a big battle still. Here's Martin. And that's that battle for 2nd position at the moment. With Axel in the white car and then CJ in that Olympiacos liveried one. Let's see who gets the best run here. Through the long final corner. But it's CJ on the outside, swoops to the inside down towards turn 1. Let's see if he can get the braking point right. Almost contact there, and Axel hits the wall. Evasive action, but not able to take evasive action against the wall there. And it makes a big amount of contact, and that sends CJ right up into 2nd position. Now down here with Wake, CU and Joe of the Fire, it's Nilseman down in 9th. San Diego after his pit stop in 10th. It's T5 Black in 11th. It's Stick after his big accident indeed in 12th position. Maverick had a huge shunt as well. He is in 13th at the moment. And I have to say, Aura's done what?
Wake's just activated warp speed, and Halbstack's crashed.
Halbstack. Let's see what happened to Halbstack here. Oh,
Warp speed's fixed.
Halbstack, that's a huge shunt indeed. As he just went a little too far onto the flat and not so grippy stuff indeed. That's on the inside. And then slid right across the banking up into the outside wall. Aura still extending his gap. CJ now 4.2 seconds down. Axel in 3rd, dropping back a bit. It's Smilehead 4th, getting hunted down by Martin in 5th position at the moment. A little bit of a gap down to Wake, then Joe of the Fire in 7th. Nilse in 8th. San Diego 9th. And somehow, magically, Nils's mechanics has left him without wheels on the car. And it's somehow able to do just well without. That must be good for tire wear, I'm thinking. But then again, how can you wear tires that doesn't exist?
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say.
That's a good point. Darren, yeah, that's what we call oval-ish night, because it's not really oval, is it? But it's sort of in the spirit of oval. It's just not. I mean, otherwise we'd have 3 races around Northern Ireland. I think that'd be a little bit boring as well. And evening to you, Darren. It's always a pleasure to have you along. Now Axel is pitting in. Axel is pitting in just under 3 minutes of racing left. Same goes for Wake CU. He's pitting in as well on very low fuel here. It's like someone took Pocono in Indy. Yeah, that's actually Stick pitting in as well. From 13th spot. Just have to wonder. Oh, he's exiting the pit. Not too far from who's gonna be on the outside of him here. Oh, that pit exit. That pit exit. That's basically an entire lap here. Good job on Aura so far. Let's see if he's got the fuel situation right this time around. He's clearly extending on CJ. CJ now with a big gap of 10 seconds down to Joe of the Fire. Mind you, Joe of the Fire was hampered, if that isn't too much to say, alongside a couple of other drivers at the starting procedure. Here is Nilse in the wheelless car with San Diego on his outside. He's battling him. He's doing his best, but the lack of wheels is a lack too much, and San Diego goes up into 4th position. Although San Diego makes a little bit of a nudge to the outside wall there on corner exit that might allow Nilse back into it.
Oh,
CJ with a reaction to something. I don't know what that was.
the something is that I don't have fuel. I haven't run out. I just.
Same thing here. I've just realised.
Aura is like. Aura is extending the gap so much, and he still has fuel. I don't know what he's doing.
CJ's pitting in here. San Diego is now caught up to Joe of the Fire in that battle for what is effectively now 2nd position after the pit stop of CJ. Nilse pitting in as well. So that's gonna allow Halstag and Martin to go through as well, as San Diego takes 2nd position from Joe of the Fire. It's Maverick, he's in 8th now, with Axel rejoining in 7th here. I just accidentally skipped 15 seconds of racing remaining, meaning this is most probably going to be the final lap. It's going to be right around, actually, it's going to be really close to it. But I think it's going to run out for Aura. It is going to be the final lap. So Aura takes the checkered flag for race 2. It's going to be San Diego for 2nd position. Joe of the Fire is going to come home for 3rd here, and that's pretty good, considering that he started last on the grid. And he just about runs out of fuel on the line here. CJ for 4th. Oh, manages to have an accident with the stick over the finish line. Here is Halbstag in 5th position. Martin is 6th. Oh, and Martin Maneri can't join full lobby. Oh, that's a shame. But there isn't too much I can do about it.
You have to yield 2nd to save some fuel.
So congratulations to Aura, winner of our 2nd race here for tonight. And with that, the lobby is completely flipping out for a moment there. We're gonna be jumping to the last track of the evening. That is, of course, the Bay of the Moon that is red.
Welcome
to our English class.
It is Blue Moon Bay indeed.
It's red sun mounted.
Reds. It's Black Cup Sea. Martin, I'm sorry, but 16 is it's the maximum amount of people we can have in the lobby anyways, and it's a limitation on the PS4 that we can't really do
16 boys and 1 cup.
Exactly. So of course, Mart, you might see someone leaving now, and that is of course gonna make space. I'm just gonna tell everyone to get on track. We'll be starting soon.
At this track.
There he is.
Someone.
There he is, Mart Meneer. Mart, Dat is Mart meneer. Mart. Yeah, his name is probably Martin as well, huh?
The Martin with 5 houses.
He doesn't have 5 houses, but he lives.
Oh, Stick mentioned
He lives
it
in one of the 5 houses. I guess.
I can't remember where, but on GT Planet and a post he made, Stick mentioned Martin as Martin 5 houses.
Yeah, but that is what I mean. That is what 5 houses literally means, 5 houses. So. Martin Nolhuizen. So, do we have everyone on track? Not exactly. Do we really? We need Jimmy. We need Mart Meneer as well to have everyone in.
I didn't ask Aura, but sure, it was CJ.
Just gonna hear if Jimmy and Mr. Meneer here is able to join.
That the wing doesn't really help.
Mr. Meneer! I didn't think about that. That was actually quite fun.
Doesn't Dirten sound like your grandpa when laughing?
Evening Handy, as you can hear, we are really enjoying ourselves here with our public lobby broadcast. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday night as well. And what do you mean? I have to concentrate. This is
Start the race.
This is fun night, and I will start the race. CJ or Mr. Roboto. Joe, do you remember what Roboto, what it was that he said? I don't even remember the sentence.
I'm not sure exactly.
Four right into dips, and I don't remember. Anyway, the last that was a third rally thing, but I don't. It was from third rally 1. Where Nicky Christ had this. There was this one place where he just sounded so robotic. Anyway, Dr. Hash on pole position in front of Smilehead. Then it's TSR Stick, T5 Black. Then it's Nilse, Wakeseu. Then it's Mr. Meneer. It's Axel in 8th position with Martin in 9th. Then it's Halstag, Sijan. It's Joe of the Fire, San Diego, and Aura. Of course, being the winner of the last race, he will be starting last place. 3, 2, 1, and it's green for Dr. Hatch and the rest of the bunch here around the bay of the moon that is blue. We're on the way, and right from the off, there is a good run here for Smilehead.
Martin on the wrong car.
Martin is in the what?
He's on the M3.
Oh, Mart Meneer is in the wrong car? Oh my god. I think he left quite quickly as well. No, he hasn't left. No, he hasn't left.
No.
He's still now. He's on the inside.
Parked.
He's parked the car up the inside.
They've got a safety car.
Well, that's what happens, Mart. Dr. Hash leading Smilehead. It's TSR Stick in 3rd position with Nilseman 1.5 seconds down on the leading trio. Wake is, literally in the wake of Nilse in front. Then T5 up into 6th. Axel in 7th. Then Halstag and Mart. Don't worry about it whatsoever. Oh, there's a yellow flag. And I wonder why. I don't really see any big carnage. Oh, it's for... Alright, well, no worries then. Keep on pushing. Dr. Hatch with the company of Smilehead and TSR Stick. Mile have a big run on the... Well, that silver Ford in front of him. Up towards the final corner. And Mart, I'd say it's a pretty good idea to stop because that car is not going to be able to keep up with the Mustangs. It's going to be a strange dynamic to have one car that's different than the rest on track. Here is a battle between San Diego. He's got CJ right on his back. They're going to be 3 wide almost into turn 1 as CJ goes up and through on Halbstack there. Right behind him is Martin and Aura. A pretty good job from San Diego. This time it's Halbstack who's on the inside of CJ. Into turn 2, which here around Blue Moon Bay is the fastest of the 3 corners. And Matt, I don't think you wouldn't have needed to leave the room necessarily, but oh well.
Might not have had the car at all.
Oh no, that's true. But it's the last race we're doing in this car. Halbstack. He's now side by side with Axel. CJ's right in behind.
Oh, come on.
And this is very close to Pocono indeed. Oh, Joe of the Fire. Corner exit there, getting very close to getting it wrong. Joe of the Fire is in last position. He must have had some kind of incident. Did you have some kind of problem, Joe? Smilehead.
All fine.
Oh well. Smilehead leading Dr. Hash now by 4/10, and then it's TSR Stick, very close indeed. This leading trio of cars is slowly running away with it, or so it seems, because it's bunching up behind Wake CU in 4th position in behind there.
The word trio just sounds so wrong.
The word trio?
Yes.
What?
Would you prefer him to say threesome, CJ? Is that it?
We're an SFW, we're live streaming.
That's a good one, Joe. I want to give you.
PG-18.
It's PG 18. It's always PG. Peggy 18. Peggy 18. Peggy 18. San Diego 4th, now gotten the better of Wake. He's in 5th position. It's Nilseman down in 6th, but he's getting challenged by, I think it's Stick. Who's that, Stick? No, that's, of course, it's not Stick. Who was that on the inside there? There's a big bunch of cars here. Oh, that was CJ. CJ, what? What did you do, CJ?
Don't ask. I only took 2 cars in one corner, but they're just like, yeah. You saw it, don't ask. Oh, we just bought it, I guess. Too late.
A little too late.
San Diego has probably run out of fuel, he's squeezing slowly. Yeah, he's run out of fuel. San Diego.
Oh. San Diego's out of fuel.
Hitting anyway.
He's in the pits now. Last position for him. Oh, and Mart, it's the last race we're gonna be doing for tonight anyways, so, I think it's been good fun doing this, and it's certainly something I'd like to do again on another occasion.
Oh, is this the last race we're doing generally, or with this car?
No, with this car. Oh, we're gonna be doing we're gonna be doing an entire another round of. Well, I'm not sure I'm gonna be lasting 3 more races, to be honest, on my part here tonight. TSR Stick now being left alone out in front. Nils is 2nd. It's Martin 3rd. Axel right behind in 4th. Joe of the Fire is moving up into 5th position. We got a big pit round here. Smilehead, Dr. Hash, TSR T5. It's Aura as well, with Wake and CJ Halbstag also pitting in here.
You could probably skip Northern Ireland the other car.
CJ still what? Who? Pitbug? No. So Wake underfueled. That was San Diego just getting past CJ on the exit. But I'll tell you what.
We're talking about the amount of bad luck here.
We'll do a compromise. We'll have a single race in the Super Formula as well around this track after this one. What do you say?
Wait, this track?
Yeah, that's kind of is the best one.
And turn fuel off, just so no strategies involved, and we're just racing in circles like proper IndyCar.
Yeah, we can do that.
Right.
So the next round of stoppers are leaving the pits. Let's see where they rejoin. Nils is going to be 11th, right behind Martin. I think then it's Aura in 12th position. Joe of the Fire is 13th now, yet again. And Stick has been caught by Wake CU. Here's about half a second behind, so he's really much into slipstream distance. He might get a big run on VSR Stick. VSR Stick.
VSR.
I know that,
VRS,
thank you.
it was his name before, so...
That's why it's confusing me. We're not going to be doing Monza, No Chicane, Rapid Gator. We're going to be doing another race around Blue Moon Bay here. It's going to be staying true to the oval theme here. Dr. Hash is in 3rd position, doing pretty well, I have to say. But he's getting caught, it seems, by a Smilehead, who is within slipstream distance. And then there's a big gap down to San Diego. San Diego, Axel, CJ, Halbstag. There's a huge train here. And almost in bump drafting territory here as CJ goes on the inside of Axel there. I think he's just going to go straight past.
Nope. Yes.
Yes, he is. And then in behind, it seemed like Halbstag could be getting the run on TSR Martin here. Coming down towards turn 1, for all I can see. Oh, he's a little bit away behind. It's TSR Martin in 8th position. But it's really close here. That's now San Diego has lost time. So it's now 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th as well. And then, as a matter of fact, Nielsen 11th isn't even far off here. So back with the front runners now, it's Stick leading Wake CU and Dr. Hash, so as it were. And Smilehead in 4th position, also very close. He's very much still in contention here. We've got just under 5 minutes left. As he's Smilehead's getting the run on not only Dr. Hash, but on Wake CU as well. Goes to the inside. There's a little bit of contact. Wake gets absolutely lag punted out into the outside wall, and then pits in right afterwards. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, that did look a little strange here with Wake now pitting. Same goes for San Diego. So it's Stick leading Smilehead and Dr. Hash. It's still really close between these three. Then in behind here now, CJ up into 4th. Martin 5th. It's Axel 6th. It's Halbstag 7th. Or is he going to be 8th? No, he's going to be 7th. And then T5 and Aura close side by side here down towards... well, it's Aura getting the better of T5. And I think Nilseman might actually do the same.
Oh, shh.
It sounds like CJ's having some kind of accident.
No, I nearly hit Martin and cost a big one. I narrowly avoided it. Love how Martin has all 3 ovals as a decal on his car side. Only for special people, XD.
So let's see now. Martin is gonna defend from CJ, and that's gonna be a tough job to ask. I think it's CJ up the inside. I think both gonna be pitting here. I don't know. Oh, CJ!
It did not work as I wanted.
Let's see who lost out here. Here's CJ. Martin, I think they're side by side in the pit lane, more or less. Now Martin's fueling here only. Martin's coming out of the pits here. Let's see CJ. He's gonna be repairing, perhaps even damage from that situation before.
Okay. I have no damage now. It repaired itself.
Oh yeah, of course. It's damages on damages on light. Well, look at this.
Accidentally ran 3 laps on mix 1.
Oh, so that's killed your your race fuel wise there. That makes sense.
Confused mix 6 with mix 1. I've left it for 3 laps.
We got TSR Stick is leading by 8.5 seconds. Now down to Halbstag, who's really gotten company here from Aura. Those two really close as we are entering the final stages of the race. Behind here it's Nilseman in 4th, it's T5 in 5th, Smilehead 6th, Dr. Hash in 7th, it's Wake in 8th at the moment, and then it's Martin down in 9th, Axel 10, San Diego in 11th, and CJ 12th, Joe of the Fire 13th. It still might all change here within the final minute, because we're not sure if everyone's gonna make it on whatever fuel they have left.
Ah, yeah. Might need another stop.
And just as I mentioned that, we have Halbstag pitting in, so Halbstag, well, he realized that he's not going to be able to make, I think it's going to be 2 more laps. It is going to be 2 more laps, and that is probably a miscalculation. He could perhaps have made 1. He's not going to make 2, and that's a splash and dash for him. It's going to send him right down the running order. He's going to exit the pits in what I think is going to be 10th position. In front of San Diego, CJ and Joe. Still Stick in the lead. Aura second with Nielsen now third. T5 very close here indeed. And that's going to go all the way to the line, I think. That's the Swedish Survivor. He's going up the inside here of Nilseman in the final corner. And they're going to make 1 more lap. I'm quite sure here Nilse accelerates. Are they even going to? They're not?
I'm not.
So Nilse grabs 3rd, T5 4th, and then they just quickly bunch up across the line. And that means it's only Stick and Aura that's going to be doing that extra lap. So in the end, 3rd position for Nilse, it's 4th for T5, 5th for Smilehead, 6th for Dr. Hash, it's 7th for Martin, 8th for Wake CU, 9th for Axel, 10th for San Diego, 11th for Halbstag, 12th for CJ, and 13th there for Joe of the Fire. And here it is. It's TSR Stick. He takes the checkered flag in front of Aura, who's of course run out of fuel. And here it is.
Yeah, that was fun. Quite awesome.
200 laps of full course yellow.
200 laps of get some cure XD.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, I was not.
I said 200 laps of getting humor. Just because.
So we're gonna be staying at Blue Moon Bay. We're gonna be hopping into the SF-19s. And that means we're gonna be jumping to Group X. Dun, dun, dun,
Are we doing
X.
no fuel?
What?
Are we doing no fuel?
No, we're still gonna be tactical, CJ. I'm sorry, but it's just too fun.
It's not really fun when you have to be tactical.
What do you mean that it's provided us with a lot of great fun? What do you mean great entertainment with the people running out of fuel on the last lap and such?
That's not what I really mean, but okay.
Yeah. 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 All right. De laatste wedstrijd. Last race for tonight. And all to track, please. So we don't get too much waiting time. Of course, to all our lovely viewers out there, if you like what we do here on the channel and if you've been enjoyed by our public lobby broadcast featuring myself, DirtenDK, and a host of familiar faces from our lovely community.
It's the safety car.
Throw us a like, and if you even feel we're worth it, then you can subscribe as well to stay in touch and in tune with what it is that we do here on Half the Race Gone. If you feel like joining our community and joining all the fun that we have, there's a link to our Discord channel in the description. You can join, or you can follow us on Twitter as well. Who's Stick's running the safety car. Well, I can't. We're running reverse grid order. So, okay. Lap 1, and it's gonna. If I set it to manual, this is gonna keep the order from before. Does it really matter? No. No, that's actually true. Just a second. Safety car on top. CJ, are you? Yeah, you're on track as well. Super. Okay. Everyone ready?
Yeah, I am on track.
Yeah, ready.
Arsenal trailing 3-0 at half time to Wolverhampton.
See, Stick is already getting wide in the safety car. Pushing and shoving and pushing and shoving.
So
Okay.
where are we going green? Or are you just going to shout?
No, at the line, I guess, and then it's gonna be when Stick's gonna be in the safety car. You're gonna be behind him, bunched up, and then he's gonna fall off, and then it's gonna be Nils' decision, and he can go green whenever. I guess whenever Stick breaks off. I mean, it's. It's 4 wide
They
start.
go 3 wide.
No, in IndyCar they do 3 wide. Let's do that.
That's for the 500. I believe.
Yeah.
No.
Let's react this to Lumen 500.
I don't see any lag from Wake at the moment.
I don't either. I mean,
I have fucked the turn 1. Oh, that's dreadful. In pairs. Are we going in pairs?
go
So it's
to the chat when we're going double file formation, by the way, because Axel might not know it.
I wanna hold your hand. Double. Oh shit. What's going on here? Double file. Double file here. The safety car has broken off. My controller is running amok. I'm trying to catch the race start here. I'll be doing my best. Oh, it's really going crazy, guys. And they're green, green, green. The race is on here. It's Nilseman leading him down towards turn 1. It's a big chunk of cars here. Wang came into turn 1. Is Axel gonna be overshooting it? No, he isn't. Oh, yes, he is. He really puts it into the wall. Nils is down there. And that leaves T5 in the lead in front of Dr. Hash. With Nilsen now in 3rd, Axel 4th. It's Aura moving up into 4th now. Taking that position back from the suite there. It's Martin in 6th, Smilehead 7, and CJ in 8th.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, a little bit of RG barging in behind here.
You're right there, Murray.
Still following Nils around here. It's T5 leading. He makes his way around turn 1 safely. That's more than can be said about the rest of the field here, I think. That looked a little sketchy indeed. On board from the Wang came from Nils here for... Oh, yeah. There's a big amount of contact indeed. And it's going to be the same way around here as Nils is on the outside. Martin is on his inside, of course. They are able to... Was that Nils a little bit of a twitchy moment? And they are indeed 3 wide there. I think there was a little bit of a touch to Jimmy and then to the backside of Nils' car from CJ as well. The action won't take it in. I am not surprised to hear that, CJ. Martin here is now in 3rd position. It's Axel 4th as Nilsemans falls down into 5th here. There's a little bit of contact with Jimmy there. Martin in 7th. Joe off the fire fighting for 8th position. Down alongside CJ and Wake CU. The rest of the bottom pack there as well. Really close in. It's of course it's Smilehead in the CRN car. As we're following Wake now left on the outside. In that Sugar Rush Ben and Jerry's car. T5 Black now with a steady lead of 1.6 seconds down to Dr. Hash. Who's beating his microphone off?
Not me.
Not me.
Oh, it's not me. It's not me. It's not
Look at the tires. They're so white.
They're very white indeed. Some of them are a lot wider than the others. It's those who have stickers. They look quite different to those who don't, I think. Look at here, Martin in 4th position. Nils down in 5th now. And then it's Matt Menier with Jimmy on the outside. I think Matt Menier gets a poor run there indeed. And Jimmy makes his way up into 6th position. Down behind, it's Joe of the Fire in 8th. It's Aura 10th. It's CJ now in 10th position. That, of course, means Aura is in 9th. And not in 10th as well. Smile. Turn 1 is a chaotic place here. Look at that, Dr. Hash now catching up to T5, and he's done so at a quick rate, 7/10 over the last lap. And he's on a purple lap at the moment. He set the fastest lap of anyone so far. Dr. Hash on a roll here. Axel in 3rd. He's on an island at the moment. And we've still got 9 minutes and 40 seconds of racing left here. Nils defending from Martin and Jimmy, the two TSR boys, getting very close to the German in front. Let's go on board with Jimmy. He's trying to get the run on Martin here, and he does. And he goes up into 5th position. And a little bit of contact there for Nils against the outside wall, and that's going to allow Jimmy to get the run on him as well.
Joe,
With
teamwork. Come on.
I don't think there was any teamwork there.
I mean, the people that are rivals tend to team up just to bomb draft and stuff in oval races.
No, I was just about to say I should have put damage to heavy then. But there's a big scrap here down behind. Oh, it's Aura. Oh, Joe of the Fire with a big shunt on the outside of turn 1. And I think it affected.
I expected Joe to be fast out of the turn.
Yeah, bud.
We're having a look here from. Oh.
Yeah, I expected him to be fast out of the turn, and he. I don't know, it's like old tires or something.
No, it just wouldn't turn out today.
Okay.
So that's put Joe of the Hot Fire a little bit back. He's now down into last place again. TSR T5 Black, however, is keeping that 8/10 advantage down to Dr. Hash at the moment. Just about. And then behind here it's Axel, but he is still on that island. He's 2.5 seconds down on the leaders. He's 5 seconds in front of Jimmy in 4th position, who's now only got the company of Martin, as I think Nilsemans has fallen off here. He really has. And then it's Aura and Martin here in the battle for 7th position as well at the moment. Oh, Aura really carries so much more speed through turn 1, and there's nowhere to go except up the rear end of Martin here in front, and that's not gonna help him get past at all. More so probably only gonna help CJ, Smilehead, and the rest of the bunch behind in actually catching up to these two. Let's check back in with this battle for 4th position. That's still Jimmy and Martin. Still pretty much impossible to separate the two. talking about team orders and teamwork, team radio. Here we have the first couple of pitters in here. It's T5 and Axel as well early in. Shortstop. T5 aiming for the two-stopper here. I'm not sure he's taking that warm-up lap into consideration.
That's what I had to avoid.
And then it's Smilehead now 9th, Joe of the Fire 10th, Wake in 11th here. Dr. Hash is pitting in. Dr. Hash is pitting in with low fuel indeed. That's going to leave Martin and Jimmy to the side. They're going to do another lap. Martin Manero also pitting in. Nils is keeping it running. Aura also keeps it running. And he's now trying to catch up to Nils as well. CJ runs on as well. And with 9 minutes of racing having gone, only 5 minutes left, it is of course making sense here to keep it running as long as humanly possible. I think I just mistook those before, and reading is as 5 minutes of racing gone with 10 minutes left. That's of course not the truth. So for how long can these two keep on going? Well, Jimmy gave us the answer there. He's pitting in. Martin goes on. Oh, and Nilsen has a big impact with that outside wall yet again in turn 1. It's been a problem for him all the way through here. And that led Aura up into 2nd position. In turn, it's going to be T5 catching up as well. But I think, though, T5 had an even worse run, if I'm not completely mistaken. The Doctor himself is in 5th position with Joe of the Fire 6th. Here comes the pit stop from TSR Martin. He has a lot of fuel left. And it's going to be a short one for Martin. I'm sure he's going to undercut at least Jimmy there.
Oh, we have the overtake button as well.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Dang.
A little bit of action here. Where is Smilehead? Their 8th position, let's see.
Oh yeah, you do use more fuel with the overtake button.
That's that squeeze. That was a bully move on Wake CU there. Although Wake is not all lost in behind there. Well, let's see, it's now Aura leading. It's now Aura leading, 3 minutes left. He's right in front of T5. Dr. Hash is up there in 3rd position. Then it's Joe of the Fire 4th. It's Axel 5th. Smilehead is in 6th with Wake CU in 7th. Here is Dr. Hash now overtaking. Oh, what happens to Aura? What's going on here with Aura? Is he just saving fuel more than he's... I think he's just trying to get in the slipstream instead, and then counting on being able to overtake the two others when the need arises. 2.5 minutes remaining now. I think it's Martin. No, it's Smilehead pitting in behind Axel there under pressure from Joe of the Fire in that battle for 4th position. And there is Joe of the Fire, Martin and Wake CU down in 7th. CJ 8th. And there is Matt Menier. Really coming under pressure from Jimmy. As I think he had a little tap of the wall, of the outside wall, turn 1. That leaves Jimmy up into 9th. Smilehead is 10th. Or he's of course 11th. Nils is 10th. Or Nils is 12th. I'm really... really having it under control.
Seems like it.
Back up with the leaders. Well, as always, CJ, you know me. Back up with the leaders. It's Dr. Hash leading T5 and Aura, but Dr. Hash is on to his last 25%, or even less perhaps, of his overtake boost, and that might give T5 or Aura that vital advantage here on the final laps, evening to DirtenDK, and it is a pleasure to have you along. And I shall not do any more of that. It's just since that's what happens when I make a genuine, like, what is it? It's just like it's expression mistake. Oh, Wake is bidding in here late.
Stretch it.
Late pit stop for Wake. With less than a minute to go, Dr. Hash is still leading the lovely brown lump of joy in front of T5 Black, the Swedish survivor. Will he have something to counter with? They're coming on towards the final lap, or are they just? I think they just pretty much. No, they are coming on towards the final lap just around now. Gonna leave Aura with the chance. It's gonna leave T5 with the chance, but they're gonna need a big run here on Dr. Hash, who's now running away with it, actually. Clearly extending. And I think it's a question of fuel here, actually. That Dr. Hash is really flying away here on the final lap, and I think he's gonna be taking the checkered flag. Someone's run out right around the finish line, I think. But with that said, Dr. Hash, checkered flag, T5 in second, right in front of Axel. It's gonna be Martin for fourth position. Aura is out of fuel. Aura's out of fuel. Oh, let's see, he's gonna be caught. He's easily gonna be caught by Martin here and Jimmy. Jimmy's gonna take P5. Fifth position for Jimmy, right in front of Martin here. Aura is even gonna get second. Oh, Joe off the fire. He's gonna get him! That's absolutely brilliant. Sorry, DirtenDK, you'd be more than welcome to join, but this is the last race that we've been doing for tonight. But I think I can safely say that we will be doing this again in the future. It's been so much fun. It's been so much fun. Congrats, Dr. Hash, on winning more or less what is more or less like a try-over race. I'm impressed to a guy who said that he hated oval racing.
Thank you.
I think it's more that he's good with his fuel for the oval.
Yeah, that was quite okay. Good racing, guys.
That was good fun. That was good fun. What? Is my router connected to a potato? No,
Not you,
no,
Mike.
it's not. It's not connected to a potato. It's I'm sorry, Jimmy. I'm sorry. I will restrain myself. I'm a big fan of Scotland. Let me put it that way. I've been on. Yeah, of course. It's beautiful, and you're such lovely people. I was really, to be honest, when I went to Edinburgh, I've been there twice, and I was surprised to find how, but like genuinely I felt like people were warm and really nice, to a degree that, to an extent that I don't find people being in Denmark, at least. So that was very pleasurable. But anyway, with that little, go to Scotland, it's great. And next time we'll see Half the Race Gone, sponsored. Welcome to Half the Race Gone, sponsored by Scotland. It's fucking great.
He said potato, I said potato.
It's been anyway. I'm gonna shut down the stream before this devaluates completely into. But thanks all you lovely party people, to all my. That sounds completely wrong. But to the community people, to you guys in chat joining in, to all you folks, to all you folks who makes it possible to have this channel and our community running. I really enjoy it. It makes me happy. And let's do this again. Let's to the fam, to the HGRG fam. We're gonna be doing this again real soon. It's jam. Goddamn. What a dang. I don't know.
Y'all gonna do it again. By the way.
But if you've had fun, like, and if you feel like it, you can subscribe as well if you haven't already. Of course, I suppose some of you by this time, I've been saying this, each and every stream for a long time now. I guess at some point I'm gonna be in a situation where it's like, yeah, fucking dude, we've already done so. God damn it, stop fucking saying it. But I hope we're not there yet. So until next time, my name is DirtenDK. I've been with Joe, Martin, CJ, Jimmy, Hash, Wake. Leaving anyone out? I don't think so. Did I? No.
Martin was here.
Martin was here. Let's
I'm still here.
So it's been a pleasure having you all along, and we'll be back on Sunday for the NES Mountain King Challenge. 20 laps of the Mount Panorama. The Bathurst track. It is in the Group 4 cars. It's gonna be a hell of a race indeed. Tune in for that, and then of course, hopefully, we will be able to bring you round 4 of the TSR Super Formula this Tuesday, without any too much problems, issues, so on. So let that be the last from me tonight. It's been a pleasure, and until next time, take care, have fun, and bye bye.